Well, hello there, YouTube. And now that it's the end of the day, the torrential rains finally have stopped. There's a little woman in her little farm giddy up. You can see the flooding has receded. We got a little bit of it back because of all the pouring down rain we've been getting today. But look at it right now. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Kelly goes, "You might want to go outside." The sun came out for the first time today. I'm going to have to make some wind socks for this camera. You get out here in this wind and it's nasty. Hey, meatheads 1 and 2. I see you happy, Madison. Yeah? The only positive of them trees being gone is I do get to see some beautiful, beautiful skies. Look at that up there. Breathtaking. What are you trying to say? Huh? What are you trying to say? Yeah? And? Did Mama go inside and leave us? Huh? You are one goofy mutt. Alright, come on. I'm out here a few minutes later. The frogs are starting. The wind is still blowing. Kind of spooky out here. Alright, well, since I didn't film a whole lot today, I thought maybe you guys might be interested in learning some stuff about our R1200GS Adventure. There's my new ram mount one. I've got the other one sitting over there for the DR or the iron, or I could use this one. They now come with that rubber sticker. It just plopped on there. I keep saying I want to get a hold of ram mount and see if they'll send me a couple for my other ones, because it was just the plastic that's behind there, and it put rings on the back of my fancy leather iPhone cases. For some reason it hasn't done it yet to my iPhone 7. Anyway, some of you guys have wondered why. Well, I've answered you, the ones that why I don't have the sat nav on here, which is called the Nav 5. The reason being is which way is that thing facing? Is they're about to come out with the I'm trying to do it without seeing the lock. They're about to come out with the Nav 6 next month, so I'm waiting. But anyway, it's just it's a Garmin built thing specific for BMW. And the nice thing is all the controls all the controls you have with the little nav thing here will be functional through that. Anyway, it just bolts in. It's just a dummy cover that's over it. You lock it, take the key out, flip your little switchblade back in. But at any rate, because I've talked about this with you guys probably more than anything else, and I'm not at work and I don't feel funky about talking about anything, you know, people walking around. But anyway, you can see I'm in enduro mode, and you just simply switch the modes using the mode dial. Why are you having such a time focusing here? So this is your combo on off switch start. There's your mode, there's the heated grips, and you can see the heated grip icon there, and as I switch through I get the different modes of it. And then this is your mapping mode. So, and with the mapping mode, it's also changing the dynamics of the suspension as well. Okay, oh, another thing, okay, this is Enduro. This is Enduro Pro. In both of these modes, the cruise control is not active. The most obvious reason being is you shouldn't be riding on the street. So we'll just go through the main functions. It starts with rain. Rain is a road mode. I guess you could use it for off-road as well, but you'd be very limited. This is the most intrusive as far as intervention with your vehicle stability control, which is traction control and all that kind of stuff, and your ABS. And you have the least amount of power delivery. Very, very soft, very, very safe. And our next mode is road, Road is a street mode. Now, rain and road are standard on GS and GSAs. You don't have to have the Pro computer installed or the program chip. So road is a safe. You get 100% power, but you have a good deal of intervention. Probably not as much as rain. I'm sure not as much as rain, but it's a very safe mode. Then with the Pro computer, I keep wanting to hit the grip button here. You switch into dynamic mode. Now, dynamic mode is for very quick, brisk on-road riding with preferably very sticky street tires on it. This is not a mode you want to be riding off-road on knobby tires. This is a pro mode only, and it's designed for fast on-road use. Then our next mode is enduro, and enduro is a muted down off-road mode. You can actually ride like on these Michelin Anarchy 3s that are 80/20 tire. It allows you to be safe off-road. You have full ABS functions, and you can turn them all off. You simply hold your ABS button in different modes, and so there's traction control or vehicle stability control turned off. You should be able to hold one more time. Now, with both of those on steady, the ABS is turned off and the vehicle stability control is turned off. One steady hold, another steady hold, and should get them both. Come on, baby, switch for me. You know you want to. Alright. So, in enduro mode, you can turn off, or you're not really turning them off. It's causing the system to ignore the tire pressure monitors. So you get into that as you use the top toggle, which is, this is your upper row, this is your lower row in the dash here, and you can manipulate this to show different things as you sequence through it. But what we're going to do is I just went right past it. You're going to go, I'm looking at the camera, so you push and hold on the setup one, you switch through. There's your different clocks, your date, eco, that's an annoying thing that'll tell you to upshift. Brightness for the LCD that we're looking at, RDC. Now you push quickly on the lower button, and now I've turned the the RDCs back on. Let me go back in here. This BC Basic, this is the setup to change what you want to display on the upper and lower displays, and you simply push and hold, you exit out. So now I have turned the I like to keep the range on so I know how much miles I got. I got 2 bars and 62 miles. But in enduro mode, when I try to switch through my suspension modes, I only have what's referred to as enduro soft and enduro hard. Now I can, either one of these I can push and hold, and see that's one rider with luggage, and that just stiffens it up. One more time, and you get 2 riders. That's the stiffest you can get in the soft mode. That's basically adjusting your spring preload. And push again, it goes back to normal. So you'll see I only have hard and soft. Now if I switch into Enduro Pro, mode switch, the same thing. The suspension, only have soft and hard. There's only 2 that are there. So let's switch to rain mode. And in rain mode, I have soft, normal, and hard. So all the other settings, you have 3 settings. And in dynamic mode, you have normal, hard, soft, I thought you had a dynamic suspension. It is a dynamic ECA or ESC, electronic suspension control. I thought it actually had a dynamic suspension thing as well. But in any of these things, it is dynamic ESA. You can read past the dirt on that, and the camera will focus. Focus right there, camera. Right here. Come on, right here. See the hand. There we go. It has a little motor that controls the rear suspension. You can control the both the ride height, so it's changing essentially spring pressure, and then the front you can only adjust the damping on it, and you can actually see the electric cord going into the shot. And on the rear, this has a motor that changes the preload as well, both dampening and preload. But dynamic mode is really fun. But when I was riding out there by Lake Mayfield, I pitched the rear end. The camera does not make it look like anything like what it did. But I pitched the rear end out pretty good because the vehicle stability control and ABS are expecting to have nice sticky tires on a nice dry road, not slippery gravelly road. But what I normally keep this thing in for everyday use, switch past it, is just regular old road mode, and I keep the suspension in normal with rider no gear. I probably should have rider and gear just because of my weight. But anyway, there's way more than you ever wanted to know about a GS and a GS Adventure. Alright, so now I gotta go through my sequence of turning my battery charger back on, and the white balance is not catching up here for whatever reason. But anyway, there you are. There's a quick little spiel. Not so quick. It's almost 11 minutes. So anyway, there's my vlog for the day. The info on the GSA. Anyway, I don't know if you guys are interested in that stuff or not, but there you go. Well, hello there, YouTube. I tell you what, this has to be the most relaxing weekend I can even remember having in a long time.
I know, it felt so good.
Other than the little weird thing on Friday that corrected itself sometime Saturday morning, or maybe Friday night, I have no idea, with the water. Oh, and thanks for all the helpful tips and hints and stuff like that. I got stuff to look at. And where my tank and all that stuff is under the house is not fun to get to, especially with my size. It's kind of a tight crawl, and I'm very claustrophobic. Fear of heights and claustrophobic. What a hell of a mess.
Yeah, that's not cool. I've been under there a couple of times, and it's not cool.
Yeah,
you can't move and start to
freak out. Yeah, because it's a real tight crawl space. But anyway, I got some stuff to look at as far as that. But man, I've actually got a lot of stuff done. It was kind of business, personal crap I done. I watched a few videos and had a very, very relaxing day. And the day went by really slow. You know, usually when you do stuff like that, it just whizzes by. But it was a nice, long day.
Yeah.
Got a crazy night's sleep again last night. That was nuts. So, the little woman, it's almost like I ain't even seen her today.
You know what? I've just been chilling out here,
Yeah,
watching my shows.
watching her shows. Crashed out with Leo on the couch for a while. And
felt good.
yeah, very relaxing day. It's like tomorrow's work, and I'm like, man, I don't know. This is almost like vacation. I don't know what to do with myself here.
No, other than this morning when I woke up, because I thought it was, I didn't set my alarm, go flying out of bed, thinking I'm like,
I too.
the
I
dogs
woke up and I go,
around.
Kelly, what is today? She goes, Sunday. And I, yeah.
I know. It was like, holy crap, why are you running around? I had to look at my phone like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's actually Sunday? No, it's not.
Never
Yeah,
take Fridays off. I mean, Friday's just like a day you don't take off at work. That's usually, you know, we in the summertime we refer to it as Psycho Friday or Crazy Friday or something. Everything comes to a head on Friday because people are going for a ride. They, you know, God, you don't have a tire size they need, or a part didn't come in, and it's just Fridays are always crazy.
Yeah.
You know, they come in the last minute and they need some special part and you don't have it, and you know, we're the worst people on the planet, and you know
I
how
know.
that goes.
Yeah. It's a good thing we have a full crew on Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so very long and relaxing weekend.
I know it was nice.
And today, I don't think it ever started, never really any heavy, a couple of times, but just a steady soaker rain kind of a thing going on out there. I said, man, I ain't even going out to the shop. And then as the sun's coming down, well, that's why I started filming. And it's like a spot of sun I just see.
Yeah, there's like little holes that would show.
Yeah. It's a very beautiful ending to the day. I don't know what it's doing out there now, but when I walked out the shop, it was already dark. It wasn't raining. It's still pretty skies.
Yeah, it's not raining. It's just windy now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been, yeah, picked up some wind. 90% chance of rain the next 2 days. But next weekend, it's going to get warmer, and I see lots of sun, low percentage of rain.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Maybe our spring is starting. Usually in February we get some nice days, but February's almost done, so who knows. But having a wet February makes for a very nice summer, usually.
Yeah, usually.
If you have a bunch of really nice days in February, you think everything's cool, spring's here, everything's blooming, everything's great, you go for all these rides, and then winter comes back, and it doesn't start until, summer doesn't
like
start till
June.
end of June, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully that little scenario works out, so we'll have a good, long summer.
Oh, I hope so. I miss the sunshine.
I don't know
so
if I do.
much.
I rode
I just
so
want
much
something to be dry.
You'd think I'd be thankful not riding. I absolutely live in the seat of a motorcycle all summer long. The last 3 or 4 years, it seems like. Lots of miles. Almost to the point, it's nice sometimes just to come home and not ride a motorcycle, you know?
Yeah, because
It's
you
weird
ride
you
so
ever get to
much.
that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend so much time. Then the vlogs get all weird because you've, like, talked everything out.
I know, you have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You know, because you already talked the whole
There's
entire
so
time.
many of those vlogs, like riding to work, long vlogs, that I've literally talked about everything, so I'm afraid to talk about anything because I'm afraid I'm going to repeat something. I literally talked myself out.
I know it.
So on these rides to work, I just need to learn to just turn the camera off and not have it on, but I always got something to say.
Yes, he does.
But, which is crazy because I'm actually very quiet.
I know it. He's very quiet at work. He's just not quiet at home. The man loves to talk more than any woman I know. But he has cool information, though.
I'll smack her around after the camera's off.
He does. He has cool information, and he just wants to share it. You know, and it's like, it's all right. I don't need to know this.
She says I'm going to work. After a while, my voice is just wop, 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 like the Charlie Brown teacher, you know.
I know, you do have good info, though. But we should get going.
All right, Mama. I filmed a bunch of stuff. Well, I spent a long time on the motorcycle out there, so I kind of filled up my day.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, thank you guys very, very much for watching. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Give her a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow, okay?
Thank you. And again, thanks for all the helpful hints on the
water
water well
yeah.
setup, and of course all the other nice comments. And you guys, between the two channels, it's hard to had some time to answer comments. Man, it's killing me trying to get to all those things.
I know it.
But don't stop. I love it when you guys do that. And so, thanks for all of that, and thanks for watching. And tomorrow will be a work day. We'll see what kind of craziness we get into at work.
Oh, yeah.
So until then.
It's never boring.
No, it's definitely not that. All right.
All right.
That's it. We're
Bye,
gone.
everybody.
Bye-bye now.